Did you know that you have the power deep inside of yourself to make the changes necessary to become the greatest version of yourself? Now it lies deep beneath,
Adrian,
but it expands
what are you talking about?
the universe. I just, they're gonna get some practical tips to use at the gym to get more results.
Just say that.
Okay, on today's episode, some practical tips to take with you at the gym to get some more results. Hey and welcome to today's competence video with us at Goat Factory. My name is Adrian Skepi and together with me is Martin Stranta. So what we're gonna do today is give you guys some few tips of what you can do at the gym when necessary. Well, all right, and tip number one we're gonna use today, we're gonna use a dumbbell.
Yes.
And if you kindly just pick it up.
Like this?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So we see dumbbells and they're usually made for single-handed exercises. But sometimes we go to a gym that's maybe, overcrowded, so there's not that many weights left.
Yeah.
Or even some hotel gyms that they say that they have a lot of equipment and they have actually one dumbbell that's small and one dumbbell that's big. So if you have a weight that's too heavy to work single-handed, what you actually can do is you can grip the dumbbell from the sides.
Ah, just like this?
Just like that. So let's say you want to do bicep curls, but the weight is too heavy for you. So you grab the heavier weight, but use both hands. So it kind of gets half the weight. So now you're able to do whatever exercises that you wanted to do.
Like this?
Exactly.
So if at home I only have a 20-kilo dumbbell.
Then you can start using two-handed exercise.
It's going to be too heavy.
Exactly. You have a two-handed exercise. And this goes the same to do with maybe a bent over row. If you just bend down a little bit, pulling it towards you.
Like this?
Exactly. So we don't get kind of limited with equipment or something. And this is quite common in like hotel gyms when you're on vacation.
Oh, of course.
When you go in and they tell you that we have a great gym and there's like two dumbbells, one small, one big. So here's something easy to take with you and able to do it yourself.
So is it just for arm exercises?
No, you could actually train your legs as well, the same way if it's too heavy or if it's too light. So just kind of curl it up, keep it there.
Up here?
And then, from that position, you can do squats.
Ah, that's nice.
Exactly. All right, very nice. So our second tip is
Yes.
actually a coaching cue that I use with clients. And it has to do with coaching yourself.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna show you is I'm gonna use my hand, the palm of my hand, and I'm gonna stretch my hand like this.
All right.
So a lot of exercises uses a hip hinge that we sometimes want to maintain and other times want to extend even more. So you're going to help me show an exercise. So what I want you to do is kind of flex your hands.
All right.
Put them on your hips.
Yes.
Make sure that the hip hinge is kind of right in the middle. Okay?
So like the bend where I bend my hip, that's where I should put it?
Exactly.
Okay.
Right there.
Yes.
And we're more sensitive to our hands so we can feel when something happens rather than certain muscles. So what I want you to do is try just show a sissy squat.
Okay.
So sissy squat, you're supposed to keep your hips extended. Yes.
What should I think about? Just put them here?
Flex them out and then do a full.
Okay.
There you go. And then get back up again. Perfect. So what we want to do here is that when we lose the hip, when we lose the hinge, we'll feel that our hands go together. So we'll know that we're losing the rep.
All right.
And this works reversed when we're doing stretches as well. So if you just want to stretch your quad, you can do it the same way that when you press out, you'll feel that your hand flexes and then you know that you're actually flexing the right part of the hip. So if you just show a quick stretch.
So if I do it like this?
Yes. Let's say you bend over a little bit more and then you now lock your hands.
Now my palms go like that?
Exactly. Yep. And then you extend and you'll feel that, okay, now your fingers and your thumb actually extend from each other.
Okay.
Then you know you're getting the stretch in the right
area.
area.
Now I can feel that it stretches up here.
Exactly. Because sometimes we don't feel it in a certain muscle, but we're way more sensitive in our hands, so we'll actually feel the slightest adjustments right here. So it's a good tip to know that if you're doing an exercise right, or if you need some extra extension.
Because you want the movement here. You don't want it in your lower back or somewhere else.
Okay. So that's a simple tool to help you coach yourself.
Perfect.
All right, so our next tip is actually two ways of replacing your current exercises with just another equipment to make sure that you can engage your core and get a little bit more of your training. So right now I put Martin on a Swiss ball. And Swiss balls you usually see at the gym, far in some corner, just gathering a bunch of dust.
Yep.
And what we're trying to do here is, how can we use, your current training exercises that you do, but engage your body and core way more. So we're actually going to show two exercises.
Yes.
So the first one is a classical dumbbell press that you usually do on a bench. And the other one is a sitting shoulder press that you do on the bench as well.
Something lying down, something sitting.
Something laying down, something sitting up.
Okay.
So what we're actually doing, we're just replacing the bench. So from the ball now, if you just roll out forward,
Like that?
Yes, exactly. So what I want you to do is get your hip up,
Yep.
engage the core, and then do your dumbbell presses just as you would. So the difference what this does in relationship with the bench is that here your core and your hamstrings and your glutes stay activated, so you get a little bit more of a full body exercise while working on, well, here, your pecs. So if you just roll back up,
okay.
And this works actually the exact same way, but for shoulder presses. So if you get your dumbbells up, ready for presses.
All the way up here?
Exactly. What the ball does, it's unstable, so you need to stabilize with the core.
Exactly, I can feel my core engaged.
So when you press now, you can't get, well, that extra help up, but you have to use your core to engage. And therefore you get even more out of your already training regime. So we're not changing anything.
Exactly, these
we're just replacing.
I'm already doing.
Exactly. So you get a little bit more just from changing one thing.
Yeah.
So there you have it. 4 simple tips just to use at the gym to get a little bit more of your already working training plan. And if you haven't started yet, these are some tips to actually get you started and you not have to look for equipment that's necessary. Stay tuned next week for even more episodes. Thanks so much for watching, and until then, take care.